Hi guys, welcome to the Awesome Cooking Show. Today I'm going to show you how to make Rote Grütze. Rote Grütze is a German specialty. It is a dessert. On the bottom I have frozen fruits, which are like blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries, all mushed up with raisins. Very good. They're all mushed up together in like this mash, and then that's on the bottom, and on the top you can either choose vanilla sauce, that's what I'm going to use today, or you can also use whipped cream. It's your choice. Personally, I find vanilla sauce better because that is how I was taught, and that is how I learned about it. So for this recipe, you will need raisins. Your choice. If you don't want raisins, I'm using raisins to sweeten it because the everything itself doesn't really sweeten it. So raisins, you can also use sugar instead of raisins. Now, agar-agar, you can use cornstarch. It's just to make it the consistency a little harder. So agar-agar, cornstarch, tapioca, and then we have the frozen fruits. You can also use normal fruits. Frozen fruits I find better because they get a little more mushy. So I'm using blackberries, whole strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries. And now for the vanilla sauce, we will need maple syrup. You can also use sugar or honey. I prefer maple syrup. Now vanilla sauce, and I'm using almond milk. You can use any type of milk you want, but for me, I'm going to use almond milk. So now I use my 1 cup of the raspberries. I'm going to put half a cup of strawberries, half a cup of blackberries, and 1 cup of blueberries. Get in there. Okay, next I'm going to take like maybe a handful of raisins and drop them inside. Try and separate all of them because then you'll have like big clumps of raisins inside, and that doesn't taste that good. Now for the next step, put it on medium heat and just slowly let them kind of melt. If you look at it, they've already kind of started melting. They're giving off this juice. Now, they're also getting a little mushier. Now, you can just leave them like this. Now, for the next step, we're going to take like 1 or 2 tablespoons of water and mix it with half a teaspoon of agar-agar, cornstarch, or tapioca, half a teaspoon. Now you mix it till the water gets this murky brown look. Now leave the frozen fruits on medium heat and keep stirring until they have this melted consistency. It takes about 3 to 5 minutes, and after that, okay, so now, as you can see, the consistency of my thing is now much more like water, berry water, and all the berries are kind of mushy, like mush. Now I'm going to put in the agar-agar or cornstarch, whatever you used, slowly. Now the most important thing is you have to really mix it. Otherwise, the agar-agar or cornstarch or tapioca, it makes all this water you see in here harder. So it's not like so you don't have this wiggly, weird mush at the bottom. Now stir it for another 2 minutes maybe, till you feel the consistency to get a little harder. Okay, so now after maybe 1 or 2 minutes, it gets a little, you can see the water, it gets a little shinier, and it's not like water. Now, you take your container. In my case, I'm going to use this. It looks like a flower to me. I don't really know what you think. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take my bowl, and I'm going to pour it inside, like this. Okay, so now you can put this in a cool, dry place without ants, because I found out that the place where I usually put it has ants, which got really annoying for me because, like, you know, ants love sweet things, so they just somehow climb up here, get inside, and then you have to pick them out with chopsticks or something. It gets really annoying after a while. Now, in case any of you thought that you can chill while your berry mush is getting cold, you're entirely wrong, because next we are going to start with our vanilla sauce. I tell you, this is not as boring as the other thing. It's not as much waiting. Now, first of all, I'm going to take maple syrup. As I said, you can use something else, any different type of sweetener. I'm going to take 2.5 of tablespoons, or whatever you'd call a spoon, of maple syrup. So, and you have 300 milliliter of milk. You can use almond milk, coconut milk, which I wouldn't recommend, or normal milk. So, 1, count with me. 1, 2, how much more to go? 3.5, not 3.5. I'd say that's about a half. Now I just put that all. Now we close this, and we try and get all that maple syrup out. Now we take this and pour it into our now clean bowl. If anybody didn't clean their bowl and has another one, you can use it. Now, the second bowl is being used, so I just had to clean mine. Now we pour it in. Try and get all the maple syrup out. You see, now this looks like it's boiling again. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out, and we're going to let it cool for maybe another 2 to 3 minutes. So now, after you've mixed it for 30 seconds, you have to look at your milk and your sweetener. Is it boiling? No. So I gotta wait till it boils. Waiting. Is it boiling? No. Waiting. Is it boiling? No. Waiting. This glass is getting heavy. I'm just gonna put it down. Waiting. Is it boiling? No. Waiting. Oh, it's smoking. Looks like it might be boiling, but it's not. Waiting. Wouldn't it be nice if you could just turn this on and would boil directly? Oh, give you so much less work. But now, we still gotta waiting. Looks like it's starting to boil, isn't it? Is it? I can't hear anything. Whatever. waiting. Now, I look at this, I think maybe it's ready, but actually no, it's still pretty like water. So I'm gonna think maybe my cool and dry without and place is not that good. So where can I put it? In the refrigerator. So if this doesn't look like it while you make the vanilla sauce, you gotta put it in the refrigerator if your place is not too cold. As you can see, has like this jelly or thick part to it. Now you just mix it up a little more. Oh, remember, take it off the stove. Once it's done boiling, you need to take it off the stove. So now I've mixed it. Now here I've put this in the fridge, and you see how much more this looks like jelly? Well, now I'm going to pour the vanilla sauce on top, like this. And then you need to let it get cold, and then you can decorate it or add anything you want to your fullest delight. Thanks for watching.